Hey everybody, and welcome back to La Coronella. We have done the impossible. We've taken out more baling contracts. What a shock. What a surprise. I know. Granger! Schultz, GoldenEye, welcome all to chat. Waylon, welcome to chat. We have got a chat topic for the night. What makes a perfect map? And I gotta qualify it or quantify it as a perfect map for you. Indeed, there is no such thing as a real perfect map, but there are perfect maps for one person versus a perfect map for another person. I would like to know what makes a perfect map for each and every one of my subjects. Granger's already supplied the information. I like it when a map has a production and sell point network already set up. Even better when the map makes sense. Like the Nebraska map, where they have dry corn add-on, or Wyoming with mining. What about this map? Would this map qualify with such a clarification? Production and sell points are definitely set up. That is up. Mr. Jeaner, what's up? Oh, we're mowing grass. I mean, it's July in real life. It's prime haymaking season. Why not mow some grass? I'm gonna fly over to the next field, then we're gonna sleep for the night. Because it's getting kind of dark. It is silage time. We have 3 silage contracts. I took out 2 more, but I forget which mod it is that allows you to take out multiple contracts. I don't know, maybe that's it. I had it on the old streams farm save, and then you know what I do. I just dump mods and start a new whole save with a whole new set. So yeah. So we'll go with better contracts. Big Phil, what's up? Miss him, Kev. No, I probably butcher that every time. How are you doing tonight? Schultz likes maps based on a IRL location versus fictional concoctions. Here's field of 37. Right over here. Now it's time. Hit the snack. And good morning, everybody. It is time. It is time to mow some grass. What's your favorite mower? Let me know. I don't have favorites, but I know you guys do. What's your favorite mower? I mean, I made like $20,000 off the last silage contract. That was before the contract income. So yeah, it's good money. We're down to $66,000 in our bank. We owe a ton of money. So why not? Why not take out some money-making contracts? Wade, what is up? Anything that creates a swath. Well, you know what, Farmer G, we are going to have to pick some balers and some capacities later. And I thought, you know what, when it comes time to make these silage bales, we just might have to make silage bales with that same baler. Make less trips to the sell points. Wade, what is your favorite mower? Scooter sickle bar mower? I dare you. I dare you to mow some of these fields with that. I'll see you next year. You know what, maybe I should have had better contracts on, because they gave me the Class 5000 mower when I leased all this equipment or borrowed it all. But that tractor didn't have a front 3-point. How am I supposed to use a front mower without a tractor without a front 3-point? Right. I got to wonder today, I've got to look and see where the, I got to ask where some of those maps that we took a look at last weekend are at with respect to testing. Right, we took a look at a couple pre-release maps for the start of last week. Haven't heard about the progress updates, so I need to check in on that. I did some more number crunching today with respect to mods specifically released on the Giants Mod Hub. Would you believe that we have seen, on average, 300 mods released per month on the FS22 Giants Mod Hub? And that is approximately double the release rate of mods for FS19 on the Giants Mod Hub, based on how many mods are available in the 19 Mod Hub, and the fact that most of those mods were released over a 36-month period or 3-year period. More on that after the intro. everybody, and welcome back to La Coronella. It is November 2nd, and I have taken out 3 silage contracts. Hopefully, we're going to double our money by the end of the day. We have $66,000 to our name. We've got a massive debt, and, well, we need to rectify that problem. So I figure what better way to rectify that problem than to make some silage bales on some silage contracts. Scooter's workbench in the house. Schultz says the only mower he used is your sickle bar mower. That is a testament for sure. Baler farming in the house. Welcome, sir. What I was saying before the intro was that we are on track for FS22 to have over 10,000 mods on the Giants Mod Hub by the end of 2024. So that would be a 3-year mod run. We had a 3-year mod run for Farm Sim 19. And in that 3-year mod run, we saw 5,400 mods get released on the Giants Mod Hub. That's only 150 mods a month on average. And we're seeing over 300 mods get released a month on average so far with 22. So that puts us on track to have over 10,000 mods released over that same 3-year period for PC, and potentially have over 8,000 mods released for console based on the current mods for console and PC ratio of 78%. Ranger, I don't know. You'd have fun comparing that. How many mods in 19 were just improvements from a mod in 17? Then we could go back. How far do we have to go back? How many mods were improvements to from 15? And such. Indeed. And there were, that's why, but still, even with those global company production mods, there are still 75%, 3/4 of the mods released for 19 were released for all platforms. 3 out of 4 mods were released for all platforms in 19. And we are at approximately 8 out of 10 mods released for all platforms in 22. Scott Page, what is up? Eli, welcome. Glad you could make it. So that has got me super stoked, right? Imagine a mod hub of 10,000 mods for 22 by the fall or winter of 2024. Imagine a console environment where you had over 8,000 mods to pick from. No way could you have every mod released. Not possible. You are going to definitely have to pick and choose. And there you have just another whole new problem, a first world problem of not having enough space. I put all this information in a community post earlier today. How many mods do you think are released for console in FS17? How many? Think you'd be surprised. Eli, our streams are about approximately 2 hours in duration. And remember, we have our chat topic, what makes the perfect map for you? Inquiring minds wish to know. Alright, there we go. Oh, I went the wrong way. No shock there, but hey. The field over here to the right is what kicked off this silage frenzy. Field 51. Perfect map requires creativity, workability, and a beauty. It is literally the start of the title of the live stream. It is the biggest letters on the thumbnail. Now, what I don't understand is wrap the silage bales, wrap the silage bales, wrap the silage bales. But why did you give me a tedder? Huh? What'd you do that for? Perfect map has large, open, is large and open, good amount of trees. No pre-made plots for farming. So Andrew wants a start your own map. That's what Andrew thinks is a perfect map. Alright, we're gonna have to make this not four-wheel steer. There we go. Now we got some productive steering going on. Oh, Dookie. What a crazy guy. Hey, I pumped out some Hot Wheels tonight, or earlier today. Cleared the Goliath into Elite. And Elite's all about just 3-starring everything. Tell you, the Goliath was one heck of a race. I mean, once you get Elite unlocked, you can go back and X-class everything. That'll get you 3 stars. I saw that. I saw Mercedes on the pole. So looking forward to the highlight show of the race. So Red Bull 10th and 11th. Oh, I'm so sorry. You had a bad day. Let me have a pity party. But you know what? That's all good. Yeah, I got about six things I need a 3-star, a couple drift things, and a couple other things. But I'm not a massive completist, so I've got everything unlocked. I've got all the cars that you can get at this point, so I'm good to go. Well, Farmer G, I would say it's the same all the time. It's the same all the time. There was a pretty big difference between how maps were laid out or the back end, how the maps were done on the back end between 17 and 19. In 17, you didn't have the place your own farm concept. The build your own farm thing didn't exist. Landscaping didn't exist. There were very, very few placeables, and the placeables that did exist were just a few random sheds and a lot of fill points where you could buy product at. But really, the idea of build your own farm, creating a space, being creative within the game save was a 19 initiative. A lot of maps, even through the second half of the FS19 run, had buildings that were what I describe being burnt into the map. They were baked in. They were unchangeable, which demonstrated that map makers were just fixed in their ways. And we've had some map makers go on record and say, I will place things where I want because the players cannot be trusted to place them correctly. What? Hello? Really? So that's where we still have some maps in 22, still built the old way, where things are all baked in because you know what? You can't be trusted to have them right. So I'm going to permanently fix them so they are correct. That's why I do my scores. Are the farms customizable? Yes or no? Because it is a gameplay element that was introduced in 19, continues in 22, and as we've seen with somebody, I don't remember who, as we've seen with it just scrolled off the list. Their perfect map doesn't have pre-placed farms. A perfect map is built out by them. There's a lot of changes on the back end with respect to how sell points were put down in 19. That continues to 22. There's always maps that get released that really feel like they didn't go through the playability testing process before sent to Giants Mod Hub. mean, Giants is looking for technical faults with a map. They're not necessarily looking for how playable is the map. They're looking to see what is technically incorrect with respect to textures or farmland definitions, things like that. Ricochet Rebel, what is up? This video is brought to you by Shadow Tribe 87 and Bombda. Thank you for being farm barons. Big old windrows. I couldn't make the turn. Just front steering, it wouldn't turn. There we go. Andrew, takes a little time, takes a little practice, but the best thing with respect to land leveling is put your cursor, put the little highlighted area, have it smaller. Smaller versus larger is better. Put it where you want the land to be raised or lowered to, and push and hold the button and keep it held down, and then move to where you want the land to raise up or lower. So you're basically telling the tool, level the ground from this point at this height, and then you move the cursor around. And smoothing is your friend. Smoothing is your friend. Use a nice small tool and use smoothing to ease the transition from one area to the next. I mean, I'm fine with pre-built farms. I'm completely fine with it. I will typically just leave it how it is and work with it that way. About the only thing I could do with Terraform was dig a hole reliably. I'd get it to do other things, but then next thing you know, it's just going to go off on its own and seemingly do whatever it wanted. Oh, I agree, Ricochet Rainbow. I like the map. Yeah, it's a nice combination of landscape, elevations, map shapes, field shapes, sizes. Storage! Ah, who does a prompt storage order? Yeah, I was a little disappointed with the Black Sheep modding map that came out. You know, Old Streams Farm, they did a really great job with the ability to pretty much get rid of anything on the farm that you wanted to and put it back down. But then with the most recent map, it's, yeah, most of the stuff at the starting farm is locked in place. Kind of atypical for them. That's why you need to bale it. It'll take up less space. I'm curious, what's, speaking of real farms, there's a bunch of hype about some real-life farms that were coming to Farm Sim, and I haven't heard anything. Whatever happened to those? What was it? Pemberton or something like that? I mean, that was hyped up back in 19. There was loading trailers in the base game. I don't have a roleplay map, Andrew. I have no time to do pre-recorded roleplay, gameplay type videos anymore. Those types of videos take a massive amount of time. Capitalista! Welcome. Welcome. It's hard to believe that tomorrow is the last day of July. Once we get this field raked, we're going to go pick a baler from the new mod that is, what? What is the mod called? Oh, jeez. Selectable bale capacity. That's it. We're going to pick a baler from the selectable bale capacity pack. And that's what we're going to use to bale not only our hay bales, but the silage bales. So they need to be something we can make silage with. That's going to rule out the baby baler. Sorry. Abner, I have absolutely no idea what you're saying there. We're gonna have to get some context. I'm looking up through chat, and I don't see anything else there. I didn't, Thor. I missed you greatly. And in fact, we were talking about something yesterday. You must have missed the chat. My son was telling me all about horse mythology. That's right, horse mythology. He was talking about Thor and Loki, and in horse mythology. And I kept trying to correct him, and he kept telling me no. No, Dad, it's horse. Okay. Okay. We'll just leave it at that. So you get a chuckle out of that. RBM 2000 round baler loader. So maybe we just won't have to pick the RBM. I mean, we don't have the variable bale capacity with respect to the fast bale, so we're gonna have to constantly stop. So we're gonna eliminate the idea of round bales. Although round bales we can just wrap at the same time, and that halves the time it's going to take to go through and wrap square bales. Tube wrapper is fun, but with contracts here, I don't want a tube wrap because I still have to transport them. Yeah, we're doing contracts. The Anderson inline wrappers. These are tube wrappers. Wraps in a long tube. Part of the Anderson pack in FS19 that returned in 22. Let's take a look at the shop. Which Baler should we get? So that is out of the question. So we really need to get a square baler then. Oh, then we got to get a square bale wrapper. Dang. Dang it. Dang it. Because this thing doesn't raise to the up position. Oh. Oh, yeah. They're all the same price. Well, this one's cheaper. Then we're gonna get this one because it's cheaper. And then we gotta get this. Haul some of our corn oil over to the oil mill. Ravenhawk, we don't have mods loaded like that. So that's not going to work. And there's no John Deere baler that will work with the selectable bale capacity mod. We're using the selectable bale capacity mod. So we can make big bales even bigger. Why don't I have any pallets? didn't have enough oil to begin with. Now I do. Okay. Yes, it's out for 22, not variable bale capacity. That is different. This is selectable bale capacity. Requires specific balers, wrappers, and loaders. Okay. It's this one. Watch this. I need to go that one. So now we're going to make 4 times the capacity of the medium square bale. So we are at 6,000 liters. We are at 8,000 liters. 10,000 liters. We're at 12,000 liters and we're at 50%. We're gonna make 24,000 liter bales. Because the big square wrapper won't wrap the biggest bales in town. But when I can make 24,000 liter bales, I don't need to make the biggest bales in town, do I? Oh, this thing is massive. When this bale finally plops down on the ground, we're going to look at it. One ton, 24,000 liters. Oh. I just assumed it wouldn't do all sizes, that it would still stick to the small and medium-sized bales. I do like the methodology used with the digit on the end to represent the size factor. 0 on the end means original size bales. 2 means double the size. 3 is triple the size, and 4 is 4 times the size. They make a lot less wrapping and a lot less hauling. But yeah, I mean, we've popped this long run. We put 1 bale on the ground, 2 bales on the ground. We would have had 8 bales on the ground in the same time frame. We're doing 2-day months. 2-day months. Now we're pulling in big windrows too. This is basically six mower widths wide. William, what is up? Welcome. Now, of course, capacities like this will completely throw your TMR mix, but we are in very good shape. Be able to haul this field off with 1 trailer. The variable bale capacity mod in 20 and 19, but it lets you make up to 20,000 liter bales. Technically, we're making bigger bales than that. You could, but not all people can edit, right? Editing things is not for the common man. just crazy. Now, I'm really looking forward to the Vermeer pack with the bale counter that's built in. There's going to be a bale counter that you can reset, and then there's going to be a lifetime bale counter for the baler itself. And that is going to be included with the Vermeer pack across all balers. But you will need to own the DLC for the bale counter to function. Schultz, I'm talking about console. Look at that. You get a PC and you forget where you come from. Forget your roots. Oh, variable bale capacity was a script. Ah, so thus it was. Let me see. Oh, no lie. But your console choice was the PlayStation, was it not? Then you couldn't experience any Forza fun. Elite Farming is in the house. Let me get some Elite on. You could never get any ATS. I mean, just think. Think of how much money you've spent since you've moved to PC. Perfectly valuable reason. Well, there's lots of things waiting for parts. That is not new. I don't know where you are, but when I drive by a car dealership and it is a vacant lot, yeah, there's new cars, none to be had. I just last week got some wireless access points that I ordered a year ago in for work. So July 2021, I ordered 40 access points to replace out some access points on the network that were going into support. A year later, I get them. Go. Oh, for console, a downloadable expansion for a map editor for console. That's what you've got, the landscaping. That's what landscaping is. And the build mode. I would like to see Giants release an assets DLC, like, you know, buildings, animal enclosures, things like that. Now, for you modders that are out there, there was a guy that put a post, made a comment in one of my videos today, I thought was an absolute fabulous idea. And in fact, it was a video around the Platinum expansion. Think about this. Who of you is willing to pick up this charge. A pole chainsaw. A long-reaching chainsaw. So you don't have to cut down an entire tree. All you have to do is cut down. You just basically, you can cut some limbs out of the way. Limbs that are hanging over the edge, that are in the way. Just use a pole saw to cut them off. Wow, that's just a chainsaw that can reach incredibly long distance. I think we all want a real pole saw. Yeah, I want a chainsaw on an extension. Having a regular chainsaw, then you can cut a tree from, 20 yards away. That just seems a bit cheaty. I never said it was my idea. I just thought it was a good idea. Yeah, it's like a little miniature chainsaw on a pole. So you could role play, coming up and going, oh, well, these limbs are hanging over the field. I want to cut them. Right? I would say I definitely do not. I'll probably change my wardrobe when Vermeer comes out. It's one of those life functions, Buddha, that they just don't go over, right? I mean, just because someone doesn't advertise that they They did a number 2 on social media doesn't mean that they don't do number 2s. So we now need to get, we also need to lease this. Punt that out of the way. It is lease to own. Or leasing to own things. It's gonna be so awesome. We can get all this in one load. Where would have been 4 loads. Would have been 4 loads with regular bales. $13 bales. And these need to go to Southern Biogas Plant. Yeah, 13 tons on this trailer. But we would have had, 40. 52 bales is what we would have had if we just use regular sized bales. Here we go. Big time payday. Yeah, don't freak out because remember, these are massive bales. They take a long time to be chewed up. Finished. Then we owned the southern biogas. Where did they go? Oh, I got ripped off. That's what I got happened. I got ripped off. Did y'all see me get ripped off completely? I should have had a big time payday. Well, last time I did contracts, I got money for the extra bales. Yeah, the extra silage should have went into my digester, but it didn't. Well, that's 83% transported for another contract. Oh, yeah. Delilah's hit the nail on the head, I think. I've got another contract that delivers to the Southern BGA. So I have two contracts that deliver to the BGA. Look, take it to the Southern BGA. We're at 85%. This one goes to the Eastern biogas plant. Oh, wrong way. We do full throttle farming around here. If you can't get there with the throttle down, then why even drive? I was going to bale the hay next store at the farm, but we've got some grass in the baler. I don't need to waste a bunch of hay and have it come out as grass, so... we'll do this. It turns pretty tight when you have all-wheel steer on. I turned all-wheel steer off because I didn't like what it was doing with the rake. Well, I'm going this way because I want to kick the product in. I don't want to rake the product out to the edge of the field. And then I'm going to turn around and go the other way and kick the other side in. So then I have one windrow that has basically 6 or so mower widths of product. Less windrows to drive down. So we're kicking it out of the fence line. The merge max. Well, you can use what you use when you buy your equipment, but we are using borrowed equipment from one contract to complete other contracts. So this is what we got. I'm going to be using the Vermeer dual bar rake wind mower when that comes out. Wind rower. I've seen some farm tubers that use that very rake, so I'm excited to see it and get to mess with it. Go. Then we'll make some more passes. We'll figure a pattern out. The less we have to run up and down the field with the baler, the better. Also means the less we have to run up and down the field with the bale trailer. Dreadnought, thank you for subscribing. Look at that waterfall back in the distance. I can't wait to see the waterfalls in Silver Run Forest. The little bit of water falling we saw in the preview trailer and the map demo looked absolutely amazing. Really hope modders are able to make use of the new trees that are on that map. Of course, then that would kind of block, I guess, maps developed with those into the players that only have that DLC, so I don't know how well that'll work. Well, you could definitely make a placeable that you, I guess, put over water that just earns you money per hour, like a solar plant would do. Farmer G is a farm boss. Thank you, sir, for becoming a farm boss. I'll be updating the credits on Monday. Or I might update them tomorrow night. I don't know. I'll have more time to update them tomorrow versus Monday. There we go. What else is going on that interests you guys? New games out there, new mods out there, new maps, news. What are y'all looking forward to? Who's got solar panels? I'm getting solar installed in like 3 weeks. Looking forward to seeing my electric bill drop. Ah, yes. American Truck Simulator in Montana. This coming Thursday, we will be doing a Thursday night ATS live stream. We'll be exploring Montana, checking it out. Tuesday, we get a new truck, a new Western Star in ATS also. So I know I'll be exploring Montana in a new Western Star. Don't know about the other guys. Avatar 2 movie. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Don't follow movies. But what's is that coming out soon? Is it out now? Mr. Magnetas is a wide open, all roads, easy to access fields, ease to sell at sell points, and the shop makes a perfect map. Makes it easy to get around. Of course, we're running the speed limit curve. We're going to look at the sights. Now we can actually back this up and get expected results. Maverick. We never got to see that in the theaters. We were going to go, but then never happened. Ravenhawk, you might be on console unless it's not available. Darren R, welcome to this chat. How are you doing today? So much easier when you don't have the rear trying to steer out from underneath you. Great to hear. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend so far? I think crab steer on just about anything can make a for a very interesting day. Oh, GoldenEye! Got to watch the rain fall. Didn't rain here. Looking forward to drying up a little bit tomorrow so I can get out and mow the grass. Last week was pretty much every day we had some rain. So if we don't get the grass cut, it's going to be a nightmare next week. Steering on this really is lacking when you don't do four-wheel steer. I don't know, it's hard to say. We might get weather, might get damage from weather, might get damage from disease or pests in year 2? It's hard to say. .104 is not a good temperature. That is toasty to the 3rd degree. Right, that is too warm. Baling uphill, but it didn't matter because we got square bales. We're almost done this field. Traffic, does it get stopped or does it go and punt the bale? What type of cheese? Like block cheese that you cut off, or like squirt cheese, or like the pre-packaged crackers and cheese? I don't know. Why are you honking at an inanimate object? It's not going to do you any good. Right? Look at that. Farmer G with the medal. For 1 month farm a barren medal. Block cheese. That is nice on some Ritz crackers. Club crackers, what's your cracker of choice? We like, I like take some Ritz crackers, some block cheese, and some summer sausage. And there you go. A fabulous snack. Well, it is cheese. It's got cheese in its name. Squirt cheese. Cheese out of a can is cheese. I mean, if it wasn't named cheese, it couldn't be cheese, right? Schultz needs to do the saltine challenge. What is it, like 6 saltine crackers, no water? Time flies here in Farm Sim Streamland. What are rustic crackers? I've never heard of that. that, Thor just tosses his hammer down. Be done with you. There we go. By the final run. Yep, close enough. Final run. I'm gonna go rake the other field. Then we'll be done with raking. I like signs you can run over. The best type of signs. Anybody looking to win a free copy of the Vermeer pack, if you have PC, be sure to enter the Gleam.io drawing. We'll be drawing a winner on Tuesday. We've already drawn one winner. Drawn one winner so far. 6 more winners. Winner, chicken dinner's coming. The Wilhelmina Forest map after the Platinum expansion. Does that map have a lot of hills? It'll be interesting to use the new yarder with that. It's not going to change the trees on other maps. Now, this is the field that is 80-some% complete already. So, it's not going to take a lot of bales to finish the contract on this field, and then we're going to get a massive payday. Because a good chunk of the excess bales from the other field went to nearly complete this one. yes. The big grapple, the big loader. And hopefully they'll improve pre-collision physics overall. And maybe grapple strength. Tell you, when FS19 first came out, it was nearly impossible to pick up a log, because as soon as the grab touched the log, it stopped clamping. Well, what is up? Okay, when you get your package, you're going to really enjoy how your name is spelled, because it was incredibly loud at the UPS store, and he's like, he couldn't hear me, so he spelled it N-U-N. Yeah, there's, you know, there were two guys working in the store. One guy was on the phone with somebody, and he just insisted on standing directly behind the other guy. It's like, hello, you got an entire back room. Go use it. Everything about talking on the phone annoys me. The act of actually talking on the phone, or the act of actually seeing someone else talk on the phone, it just absolutely annoys me. Junkyard truck? What is that? Is that like going around picking up junk? Or is it like finding something in the junkyard and restoring it? Oh. It's the story of Ford, Schultz. It's the story of Ford. So what is my favorite thing to do in Farm Sim? It's farming. That's my favorite thing. Various aspects of farming. Nope, Andrew, I don't have favorites. What's your favorite color? Don't have one. What's your favorite food? Don't have one. What's your favorite movie? Don't have one. I think favorites is just over melodramatic. Things I like to do, but I also try not to do them too much, because then, well, you won't like to do them anymore. I don't even know if straw harvest will be a thing, Ray. Because Straw Harvest was put out by Creative Mesh, and it sounds like Creative Mesh has pretty much moved on to other things, i.e. pumps and hoses. So I don't really think Creative Mesh is going to bother with converting Straw Harvest. So I would say it probably won't be a thing. Unless somehow someone else obtains permission to convert it over. Personally, I was a little disappointed in Straw Harvest for 20 or for 19. It was not up to 17 Straw Harvest snuff. I had somebody today, I don't know who it was. Hopefully they're not in chat. But they were basically saying that pumps and hoses was just a manure mod for 19. It's like, did you even watch the video? Did you even use manure mod in 19? About the only thing similar is they both have hoses. That is the only thing similar. I was gonna say Buddha, that's not what I heard. I heard that they are pretty much moving on. Well, now we've only seen one aspect of pump and hoses so far. We've only seen 1/3 of what the mod is listed as being able to do. So we've seen the dragline functionality. We've seen the slurry application functionality. But the mod description also goes on to talk about manure separation. The ability to separate solids from liquids. The ability to use solids in a form of animal bedding, and then use liquids, in other ways. So we haven't seen anything related to manure separation yet. That would make some new functionality with respect to the game that we haven't seen as well. We also haven't seen the third part of what was described in Pumps and Hoses, and that is kind of a modular BGA, an expandable BGA to increase its capabilities. The description even talked about placing a flame, a burner to burn off excess gas. Raznak with the $4.99 super chat. How's it going, dude? How's it going? Did you get your grass cut? I forgot you are working. Raznak mows his grass during the work week. Because that is he's got a 5-day weekend. Every week. We're talking about manure, and Schultz says, look who blowed in. I don't need to have that on the wind. So yeah, I encourage you to go check out the DLC page over at the Giants website. Read up about it. It's much, much more than what was simply demonstrated at FarmCon. What was demonstrated at FarmCon is just one aspect of the mod. The description says there's going to be over 30 items included in the mod. We know of 14 right now. So we know of less than half of what is included with the DLC. And we know of just 1/3 of its functionality that we've seen. And the photos, we can pull up the photos. You'll see the photos that were shared over on the Giants press site. They have a fair bit of different biogas plant stuff. In fact, let's go ahead and pull that up. We've got, let me just fly through some of these. Platinum expansion. All right, here we are. Pumps and hoses, hoses and pumps. So, of course, we saw the dragline stuff get demonstrated already. But here we have the BGA. So, they talked about a modular BGA. Yeah, it's expensive for sure. But there's a lot going on. And I'm not saying it's worth it yet. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's worth it yet. We all need to see more of this before we can make our own decisions as to if it's worth it for us. So here we have a BGA that is pumps and hoses era. So this building in the lower left, that's not a building that we see now, that we have available to us now. It's some sort of, we've got something piled in there. Might be silage, might be manure, might be something else. We've got this metal storage tank that looks completely different from any other digestate or slurry tank. Something is being scooped up or dumped there beside it. Could that be the manure, the solid and liquid separator? Maybe that's what's separating liquids and solids. The domes up the hillside there, they are also different. They're not the Planet BGA domes. Here we have another kind of shot of the same thing. Stall Camp is a new brand. So we have Stall Camp on those domed buildings in the background. Then we did see the dragline implementation during the demo. So we've got something being dumped in there. So that's a new digester. Those are stall camp. Those are not planet. And then we have Vermeer. David, what's up? So the Vermeer pack is part of the year 1 season pass. So if you have the year 1 season pass, you already own Vermeer. You're just waiting for it to be delivered. Ah, yes, the self-propelled baler is the holy grail, in my opinion, of things that I'm so excited to see come to 22. As soon as I learned about the self-propelled baler, I don't know, it's been a couple years ago, I was like, I must have that. I must have that in Farm Sim, and I must have it now. And now we can all have it. So excited to see that come. Into the game. Yeah, what's next? What's the next Holy Grail? That sideways harvester. What's that harvester that runs sideways? That would probably be the next Holy Grail thing to come. Yeah, it's one of those things. I don't care what we get as long as we get that. You don't need the season pass to get this, just the Vermeer pack, right? You could just get the Vermeer pack on its own or win it. For that matter, win it from me. I'm giving away a copy of the Vermeer pack on Tuesday. We're going to give a copy away every week until Vermeer releases, right? So that's one way to get it. Okay, yeah. Well, at that point, if you want platinum expansion and the Vermeer pack, then yeah, you're really close to the same amount of money for all of the season pass, right? So yeah, because what? Platinum expansion is $20. Vermeer is what? What's Vermeer? So Vermeer is $7. That's $26. It'd still be cheaper to get the 2 versus the season pass, unless you can score a deal with it on sale or something. But if you wanted, let's say, Vermeer, Kubota, and Platinum, then you're definitely better to probably get the season pass. Online marketplace to buy and sell goods from other players. That's not asking for much. I did. Shoot for the stars or don't go at all. I think you could probably already do that now with multiplayer services like Farmers Only. It would likely need to be a mod that used Lua. A script-based mod that would have some sort of interface to a website, and in the game you could basically take product that you had. Let's say I have 100 bales of hay. I could put 100 bales of hay up on the marketplace, and then if Raz bought my 100 bales of hay, next time I loaded the game up, it would go out and see that my offer of 100 bales of hay was accepted. It would have to then basically take those 100 bales out of my save game and add money to my save game to reflect the purchase of said 100 bales of hay. And on Raz's side, the script would need to add 100 bales somewhere to his game, which would be interesting per map. And deduct the prearranged price from his bank account. Just theoretically how it might work. Now, how it is all coded and created, well, I don't do that. I'm a thinker. I'm a big picture man. I hire people to make it happen. All right, that's going to do it. We don't need to break anymore. So I'll grab this. Oh, look, here we are. Chinook with the $10 New Zealand. Love the live stream. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Go bail up field 3 because field 3 is nearly done. I want to see how much money we're going to get combined with bail field 3 and 51's contracts. They both deliver to the South BGA. being able to sell one farm equipment. That would be awesome. Whereas Thursday night, we are doing a Montana live stream. Because Montana releases on Thursday, you don't want to miss it. Tuesday, we're getting a new truck, the Mac X, right? So that is coming to Farm Sim also. Mike with a 8-month farm barrenness membership. Thank you, sir. We're an 8-month renewal. So we're gonna be doing a special ATS live stream on Thursday. We're gonna be doing our normal live stream tomorrow night on ATS. Special Montana convoy on Thursday. Western Star X Series. Because you know, anything with the letter X in it is so much better. Traveling. There we go. Time to make some big bales. Load board just wasn't paying out good loads on Sundays or on Mondays. Trucking's been rough recently. They just don't pay out the jobs anymore. Forgot to rake all that over there. Look, I think I left the rake over here. Look at all that. Oops. Real-time, oh man, if we had a real-time recovery service, Tukey and Rabbit Rob would be, they would be your prime customers, that's for sure. Mike is out on the road. He won't be back until 7th? Wow. It's a long haul. Squares are indeed easier to handle. Right? And I have to say, the selectable bale capacities mod is really nice. I mean, we're making massive 24,000 liter bales here. We're going to be able to pick all these bales up off this field, hopefully with one trip versus 5 trips. Saving a ton of time. We got 4-wheel steer when we reset. Scuffer, I'll have to ask. I haven't asked in a long time. I think last I heard he was trying to make more of the buildings sellable and around the farms. Maybe? Or Giants had some issues with some of the textures or something. I don't know. It's been a long time, but yeah. Ray, I have not tried it with the mini bales. I was before I decided to pick up 3 baling contracts earlier today. But when I picked those up, I was like, no, let's make big bales. It's kind of like variable bale capacity in 19, but different. Golf course. There was a golf course on a map in 19. I don't remember which one it was, but I do recall there being a golf course. Would you want clubs that you could use as hand tools and a little ball that you could knock around? Farm sim golf simulator? Alright, Will, catch you later. Oh, you mean to get some sort of mowing contract? With your hand tools, we were talking a little bit ago about a suggestion that was made in a video about the Platinum expansion. A hand tool would be a pole saw. So a little chainsaw on the end of a long pole, so you could basically cut the limbs that were overhanging fields or roads. So you didn't have to cut down the whole tree, you could just cut down the limb. Indeed, a nice idea. The long-reach chainsaw mod is not a pole saw. It's just a chainsaw that has the range increased. We want a real pole saw. So a small saw blade, a little small chainsaw with a short saw blade on a long pole. So you could stand on the ground and reach up and saw off those pesky branches that are overhanging your road or overhanging your field. Let's get this rake and finish what we forgot. I don't know about gophers, but I can tell you groundhogs for sure. don't know if a gopher and a groundhog is one and the same or if they are different. Back to work. Back to work. Recon, what is up? This done, then we gotta wrap these, and we gotta haul them. Really wanted to finish out this field before we ended the stream. Get a little bit of closure on the contracts. Ray, I don't play for money, so I don't really pay attention as to which crop produces more money than the other. Typically they are balanced in such a way that there is no one king crop that will drastically outperform another. But my overall gameplay style is not focused on what will earn me the most money. Although I'd say typically silage is still pretty good king of profitability. You can never lose money on logs. That's for sure. Grass isn't free if you have to plant it. Fertilize it. Harry, what is up? Where have you been? I have been here the whole time. Indeed. It's been a while. Contract work. Contract work. Grass is not free if you have to plant it. Grass does require fertilizer. You also have to own the land that the grass is on. Unless you go install one of those cheaty mods. Now, if you factor in the fact that you plant it once and it grows back, sure. But for that extent, then why don't you just talk about poplar or sugarcane? Get a wrapper. Not in my video, Mr. Magdita. Not in my video. That's how it was in 19. In my sugarcane video, I harvested it 3 times and it grew back a 4th. Will it grow back 5 times? I don't know. It took me 6 hours to do that video. I didn't bother trying again. Tell you, if you get 5 harvests off of one planting of sugarcane with the yield rate that sugarcane has, I would think that's a pretty good crop, other than the time factor. Now, with the sugarcane harvester that is from Jacktoe, that'll cut your harvesting time in half. That's something to look at. Harry, a shock bolt. Is that like a shear bolt? Where the heck am I at? Oh, a shock bolt. Okay, a bolt from a shock. Alright. Are you kidding me? fine. Be that way. Andrew, I use a wheel and keyboard and mouse all at the same time. They do take a bit of space. I've got a dedicated gaming area, so the wheel's permanently set up. This one. It's not punted off the map. Now they do have wheel stands that you can just move out of the way. I don't think we'll really see horse breeding, at least not for consoles. We do have young horses, baby horses on Hof Bergmann. It is a PC only map where you have foals that grow up to be full-size horses. But you don't actually have horse breeding or anything like that. Ray, we don't use John Deere here. If it wasn't for Ravenhawk constantly reminding me they're in the game, I wouldn't even remember. Raz has got a wheel stand he uses, I think, for his. He's got his wheel hooked up with a USB extension. Then he can just move the wheel and pedals out of the way. And then when he's going to use them, he just brings them in. Oh, like what? Like what new animals? This one has got the trailer. There's a fence there. Signs are meant to be removed. A rat. What are you gonna do with a rat? Or these are just rats that scurry around on the ground? Like the mouse that we had on, what was that, South Mountain Creamery, that's it. Ray, they did say that they were working on deer in 19, before 19 released, but it was something that never came to fruition. I mean, we had a snake on, what map did we have a snake on? We had a snake that was on a, it's down by the shop that was on a, nav mesh. We had mouse that was on a nav mesh on South Mountain Creamery. We're not talking about animal husbandry. We're just talking about wild critters. Oh, you weren't a fan, huh? Pork farm. Oh, where's that at? Nice. Exactly one full load. All right, people, we're going to see how much money we're going to make, and then we're going to call it a night. Whew. Nearly 3 hours, this one is. Hof Bergmann's we got ducks on Hof Bergmann. We've got ducklings. We've got little baby chicks on Hof Bergmann that grow up to be chickens. There are foals that grow up to be full-size cows. We have calves, and then we have heifers. So we have 2 additional cow types. Calves grow up to be heifers, which grow up to be full-fledgling cows. There are goats. There are baby goats. There are lambs that become full-size sheep. Hof Bergmann is not on the Mod Hub, no. It is available over at lsfarming-mods.com. Oops, wrong button. That is where it's available. Oh, I turned that off. So Hof Bergmann is available over at there for PC only because it is inundated with loads of scripts. There's no bugs in Hof Bergmann. No bugs like that. Don't worry about that. Farmer Andy is indeed the mod doctor. Or the mod, what is it? Mod, I don't even know the nickname now. You're going to find more problems with mods on the Mod Hub than you're going to find from lsfarming-mods.com. That is for sure. There you go. That's it, the Mod Father. Here we go. Let's see how much moolah we bring in. Well, we're probably not going to bring in that much because we actually own this biogas plant. So excess silage is just going to go in the digester. Contract on 3 is finished. We're loading up the digester. And now it's full. Activate. So that can run now. Where's the... What is the northern biogas plant? The eastern, I owned it. We'll figure that out later. Alright guys, that is going to do us for the night. Thank you for coming out and watching. Tomorrow night we're going to be on American Truck Simulator with our Sunday night convoy night. Look for a farming simulator stream possibly to pop up tomorrow afternoon. Sunday night will definitely be Sunday night convoy night. Thursday, we're going to be doing a special American Truck Simulator live stream with respect to the map release of Montana. So if you are into ATS, be sure to check that out. We're going to be looking at Montana, trying to hit as many cities as we can because you know there is now going to be a new event for the Montana release. We'll have to see what that community event is, what the rewards are. We're also going to be checking out the new Western Star X Series truck that is releasing on American Truck Simulator on Tuesday. There are some new loads for sure. We've already hauled a few of those new loads in ATS already. And until next time, happy farming.